Good day, everyone. My name is Shain Pidilima from BED 3FN, and we are the Group 1. For today, we were going to tackle about integrating new literacies in the curriculum. Learning outcomes. Discuss the concept of integrated curriculum. Distinguish the different integration approaches, methods, and types. Identify lessons or course disciplines that may be appropriate for curriculum integration. Draw relevant life lessons and significant values from curriculum integration experiences in class. What is integrated curriculum? So it focuses primarily on the disciplines where knowledge are best learned through the structure of discipline. This approach around a common theme. So literacy across to the curriculum means that students are learning literacy skills while learning other content areas such as math, science, social studies, art, music, and etc. So literacy skills are all the skills needed for reading and writing. Our literacy skills are vocabulary, spelling, comprehension. We have three approaches to integration. First, multidisciplinary approach, the interdisciplinary approach, transdisciplinary approach. Multidisciplinary approach focuses on primarily in different disciplines where knowledge are best learned through the structure of discipline. This approach relates different subjects around a common theme. Teachers in multidisciplinary approach, teachers employ this approach may create standards from the disciplines with a theme. So two or more subjects areas are organized around the same theme or topic and tend to differ in the level of intensity of integration effort. It can be also called the interdisciplinary approach because it allows combine different subjects in one lesson. The example of this, the restructured basic education curriculum, in which the Makabayan was the learning area that stresses development of social awareness, empathy, and commitment for common good. So the Makabayan has four disciplines, which are the Aralin Panlipunan, TLE, Values Education, and MAPI. So they are integrated together because they serve as laboratory of life in which they all tackle about the practices, the traditions, the culture, and the values. Next is the interdisciplinary approach. In this approach to integration, teachers organize the curriculum around common learnings across discipline. The term interdisciplinary means relating to more than one branch of knowledge. So by this definition, we can understand that in this approach, the content area are facilitated around a theme. Constant and interdisciplinary skills, this one is slightly different from the multidisciplinary skills. So the teachers is just a facilitator of knowledge. We can use the interdisciplinary approach by organizing the curriculum around common learning across the various different disciplines. For example, focus a common learning on specific interdisciplinary skills such as thinking skills, comprehension, and research skills when teaching science, English, history, and geography. So the idea is to learn skills and concepts through the lesson that are beyond immediate lesson. The transdisciplinary approach. In this approach, learning is not compartmentalized. It is done with the context of inquiry, where teachers organize the curriculum around students' question and concern. While the content area are present, they are not emphasized unless it is necessary. So this approach requires a real shaped instruction. the learning are the center of their approach, as it is learning driven. It focuses on the question that the learners presents. So most of the learning in this approach is relevant to learners and driven by their questions. There are no right or wrong answer, and the educator's role is just a co-planner or co-facilitator to help learners navigate their own learning through research and real-life application. We can use transdisciplinary approach by organizing the curriculum around the students' questions and concerns. So it is done through project-based learning, which involves allowing the students to tackle project-based learning allows students to make connections among different subjects by solving the problem and answering open-ended questions. So interconnecting the three approaches. So these three approaches are important in the sense that it offers an excellent fit for standards through a backward design process, and as teachers integrate standard-based learning with effective teaching and learning experiences. So I am done with my part, and the next topic will be tackled by Karen Joy Horidico.
Comparing and contrasting the three approaches to integration. There are different types of integrated approaches: the multidisciplinary, interdisciplinary, and transdisciplinary integration. What is multidisciplinary integration? Multidisciplinary integration, that means that the teachers who use this method that focused in primarily disciplines, the art, central theme, and standards from each subject to support the theme. Why is it important that multidisciplinary? Because through multidisciplinary approach, student gains an arsenal of skills: problem solving, critical thinking, time management, self-management, communication, and learn work, and so much more. What is interdisciplinary approaches? Interdisciplinary approach, also called horizontal integration, which interdependent knowledge and skills from more than one team. Interdisciplinary approach, also called horizontal integration, which means interdependent knowledge and skills from more than one subject area in order to examine the central theme, the questions, the problem, topic experience. Interdisciplinary approach example in classroom. These are the example: working together to develop student knowledge, self-confidence, self-efficacy, and passion or the talent, the interest of the student. It depends on them how to understand their learning. For example, in aspects, role of disciplines. In multidisciplinary, procedures of disciplines considered most important, distinct skills and concept disciplines taught. The role of a teacher, facilitator, or the specialist. In interdisciplinary skills and concepts stressed. The role of a teacher, facilitator, or the specialist, generalist. In transdisciplinary disciplines, identified if desired, but real-life context is emphasized. In the role of a teacher, the co-planner, co-learner, specialist, and generalist. starting place in disciplinary standards and procedures. Degree of integration, moderate. Interdisciplinary, bridge, no, do, be. Degree of integration, medium, intense. In transdisciplinary, student questions and concerns, real-world context, paradigm shift. Assignment, discipline-based, learning to know the concepts and essentials, understanding across disciplines. Interdisciplinary skills, concept, stress. Concepts, learning to know concepts and essentials, understanding across disciplines. Interdisciplinary skills, concepts, stress. Learning to know concept and essentials, understanding across discipline. Learning to do, discipline skills as the focal point. Interdisciplinary skills included learning to be, democratic, values, character education, habits mind, life skills. Interdisciplinary skills included, disciplinary skills also included. In transdisciplinary, disciplinary and interdisciplinary skills are applied in a real-life context. In aspects planning process, in multidisciplinary, backward design, standard-based, alignment of instruction standard and assessment, constructivist approach, inquiry, experiential approach, instruction, personal relevance, student choice, determinate instruction, balance of traditional and authentic assessment. Assessment, culminating activity that integrates disciplines taught.
Hello everyone, to continue our discussion, our topic is methods of curriculum integration. So, first we have project-based learning. It engages students in creating knowledge while enhancing their skills in critical thinking, creativity, collaboration, communication, reasoning, synthesis, and resilience by Baron and Darling Hammond, 2008 and Corpus 2014. Project-based learning is an instructional approach that involves students in exploring and investigating real-world problems or challenges. Students work collaboratively in groups to develop solutions to problems, create products or artifacts, or complete a meaningful task. Project-based learning is intended to help students to develop critical thinking, problem solving, communication, and collaboration skills, as well as subject-specific knowledge and understanding. Project-based learning can be used in a variety of subject areas and can be tailored to meet the needs and interests of students. It is often used an alternative to a traditional classroom instruction and can be an effective way to engage students in meaningful, relevant learning experience. In implementation at outcome. As a result, Curtis 2002 revealed that project-based programs show that students go far beyond to minimum effort, make connections among different subject areas to answer open-ended questions, retain what they have learned, apply to real-life problems, have fewer discipline problems, and have lower absenteeism. Student assessment considered teamwork, critical thinking skills, problem solving, and time management. Second is service learning. Service learning, it refers to learning that actively involves students in a wide range of experiences, which often benefit others and the community while also advancing the goals of a given curriculum. Service learning is an approach to education that combines classroom instruction with community service. It involves students in meaningful and authentic service experiences that are directly related to the curriculum and learning objectives. It is a form of experiential learning that emphasizes the development of critical thinking, problem solving, communication, and collaboration skills. So service learning can be integrated into curriculum in a variety of ways. An implementation outcome, as a result, Glenn 2001 found that more than 80% of the students that integrate service learning into the classroom report an improvement in grade point average of participating students. On the other hand, such programs foster lifelong course, curriculum content, a broader appreciation of the discipline, and enhanced sense of civic responsibility, ASCD 2004. So service learning is a powerful tool for engaging students in authentic learning experiences that have real-world application. And by integrating service learning into the curriculum, educators can help students develop critical skills and make meaningful contributions to their communities. That's all.
The third one is the learning-centered or a parallel discipline. A popular way to integrate the curriculum is to address a topic or theme through the lenses of several subject areas. In an elementary classroom, or students often experience this approach at learning-centered. The example of a learning centers is a typical kindergarten learning centers include art, blocks, books, dramatic play, the library, math, music and movement, art and painting, puzzle and games, sand and water, science or discovery and rating. A teacher may also add additional interest areas such as computer, outdoor, woodworking, and cooking. The implementation outcome, as a result, according to the study by Carnegie Mellon University or CMU, learning centered in the classroom can affect the ability to focus and study among young children. In fact, learning centers allow children to role play in order to understand and make sense of the real world and their personal experience in it. Thus, this help children understand social world, develop communication skills, and build relationships. The fourth one is theme-based. Some teachers go beyond sequencing content and plan collaboratively, and they do it in a more intensive way of working with and involved in the study. And the units end with an integrated culminating activity. Some of the examples of the theme-based curriculum are the following. A theme-based is topic could be planned, and can be divided into a smaller units, or the theme order different subject including science, environment, historical movement, or etc. And this implementation outcome, using theme-based learning, student can exhibit excellent on-task behavior and work collaboratively. Also, student engrossed both as a presenter and as an audience for the half-day performance task presentation, as they use a wide range of presentation, such as video, panel, forum, or colloquium, debate, culture, captures, music, and etc. Last is the fusion. In this method, Teachers fuse skills, knowledge, or even attitude into the regular school curriculum. In some schools, students learn technology across the curriculum with computer skills integrated within every subject area. What is the example of fusion method of curriculum integration? Fusion can involve basic skills. Many schools emphasize positive work habit in each subject area. Educator can fuse technology across the curriculum with computer skills integrated into every subject area. Literacy across the curriculum is another example of fusion. Implementation is, as a result, fusion brings positive classroom. Bolak it is Al 2005 Romans and Vital 1992, Campbell and Hinning 2010. In addition, students make connection among discipline, values, concept, content, and life experience.
Types of integrated curriculum. So now what is types of integrated curriculum? An integrated curriculum allows children to pursue learning in a holistic way without the restrictions often imposed by subject boundaries. So, we have four other types of curriculum. These are connected, sequence, shared, and grid. First is connected. This happens when topics surrounding disciplines are connected, which allows students to review and reconceptualize ideas within a discipline. The connected and integrated model does not integrate various subjects but focus on integrating skills and a concept within subject. For example, process and integrating skills and concept within any subject. For example, for a science teacher, I can relate a theology unit to an astronomy unit to emphasizing that it has a voluntary nature. And the second one is sequence. This is observed when similar ideas are taught together, although in different subjects, which facilitates learning across content areas but requires a lot of communication among teachers of different disciplines. In sequence model, units are taught separately but are designed to provide a broad framework for related subject. For example, while reading a test of blackberries of a parallel lesson, and this can be taught in science. Third one is shared. This is when teachers use their planning to create an integrated unit between two disciplines, although in some ways this method of integration requires a lot of communication and collaboration between two teachers. A teacher presents a structured format and standard in research while collaborating with the science teacher who focus on the concept of the research that is related to science. The last one is web. This reflects when a teacher plans to base the subject or ground a central theme that will tend students to see the connection within different subjects. So it's commonly uses a thematic approach to integrate subject matter bound themes such as change, alternative discovery, environment, and others. Provide a further opportunity to teachers of various disciplines to find common types concept of skills. So what is a doing curriculum integration in the classroom? An integration curriculum is described as one of the connect different areas of the study by cutting across subject matter lines and emphasizing unifying concept. So, Chabra 2017 posted that integrating curriculum in the classroom includes combining different subject areas and then teaching them in relation to a singular theme or an idea's innovative. Teachers and schools prefer integrating the curriculum in their classroom as it improves students' achievement and leads to an increase in students' standardized scores. So there's a benefits of integrated curriculum model. First, it focuses on basic skills content and higher level thinking. Second, it provides a deeper understanding of content. Third, it encourages active participation in relevant real-life experiences. Fourth, it provides connection among various curricular disciplines. Fourth, it provides connection among various curricular disciplines. The last, it accommodates a variety of learning styles, theories, and multiple intelligence.
So let's proceed. New literacy integration in the K-12 curriculum. The new literacy can be integrated into the K-12 curriculum across subject area as presented in the table below. However, the integration of new literacy is not limited to the identification discipline. The given learning outcomes suggested strategies and assessment. In fact, each learning area can integrate as many new literacy as possible depending on the lesson, the nature of the subject, and the objectives or intended outcomes. New literacy integration can take place in as discipline as possible. The 21st century skill categories. Curriculum integration is the unification of all subjects and experiences. Multidisciplinary approaches focus primarily on the discipline organized around a theme. In an interdisciplinary approach, teachers integrate subdisciplines within a subject area for the students to understand the connections between the different subdisciplines and their relationship to the real world. In an interdisciplinary integration, teachers organize the curriculum around common learning across an identifiable discipline. In the practice of transdisciplinary approach, teachers organize curriculum around student questions and concerns while developing skills in a real-life context. Curriculum integration models include project-based, topic-based, theme-based, and task-based learning, while other types of curriculum integration are called connected, sequenced, shared, and webbed. Considering its benefits, there is a need to implement an integrated curriculum model in the curriculum to respond to the demands and challenges posed by 21st century education, considering its benefits. And that's all for today's discussion. A warm thank you to all of you.